Boston doesn't back down. No one tells Boston how to take care of our own.
I don't think it's a wise move to pick a fight with the federal government who has it already out for you.
A few moments later.
As an assistant district attorney took the stand for questioning. This comes after Wilson Martell-Lebron was arrested last Thursday outside of here by ICE agents, even before his trial was over.
Your ego is writing checks your body can't cash.
And we are back, y'all. Thank you for watching today. Y'all, thank you for supporting this channel. Go ahead and give a thumbs up. You know, it helps us out a ton. And of course, it helps you because it helps us. Y'all, in today's video, we are going to talk about Mayor Wu of Boston, who you see on your screen, and how her policies and her attitude might be writing a check that her you-know-what can't cash. But first, now y'all, I'm gonna stop real quick. I have something very important, a very important announcement. As y'all know, we are a real paralegal school, y'all. Right now, we have dozens of students. We have helped hundreds of people get into the paralegal field for over 20 years. Right now, we are running a 50% off sale. If you want to earn your paralegal certificate with an internship placement by us, yes, we do give you an internship placement. Go down into the description, click the link, and you can enroll now for a limited time for 50% off. This sale is going to be running for another 3 days. So y'all, if you're seeing this after April 7th, 2025, send us an email at info@paralegal-institute.com. See if we can do something for you. I'm not going to guarantee it. Now, y'all, today we have Mayor Wu of Boston, as I said previously, who has been one of the most vocal advocates for the immigrants who don't have permission to be in the country, for that group of people. She says, hey, come on over to Boston. You're welcome here. You're safe here. We're going to protect you. We're going to make sure that whatever kind of assistance the federal government requests of us, we're going to do our darndest not to give it to them as far as it relates to getting you out the country. Now, I need to say personally, y'all, in case you just don't know my position, I'm all for immigration. I'm married to an immigrant. Like, my wife literally is a naturalized U.S. citizen. My daughters were born in another country. So I'm all for immigration. I just, I like when people do it according to the law. You know what I'm saying? That's my perspective. Now, I think that Mayor Wu's position is not only dishonest, but I think that she is putting her residents in harm's way. Why do I say that? She, with her policies, has all but challenged Tom Homan, the border czar, the immigration czar of the country. She's all but challenged him.
No one tells Boston how to take care of our own. Not kings and not presidents who think they are kings.
Remember, he's on the federal level. He's above her in terms of jurisdiction. She's all but challenged him, like, to come into Boston and to run operations there, to run ICE operations there. And that's exactly what he has done. We've seen recently that ICE went into Boston and arrested 370 people.
I'm coming to Boston. I'm bringing hell with me.
Promises kept by the Trump administration, bringing fear to several local communities. ICE agents descending on Greater Boston, taking 370 people into custody. Border czar Tom Homan says the 5-day operation started last Tuesday. Homan says the majority of the people in custody are, quote, significant criminals.
And now, as you're going to see coming up, ICE agents have actually gone and arrested an undocumented person during his actual trial.
New at 6, we are getting our first look at a man detained by ICE outside of a Boston courthouse. This is Wilson Martell-Lebron. He was supposed to be standing trial. A judge found the agent involved in that man's detainment in contempt of court. Boston 25 News reporter April Baker joins us live in Boston with the details. And April, we are hearing from some state police officials as well in the last hour.
Yes, Mark, and it was a tense and unusual day in court as an assistant district attorney took the stand for questioning. This comes after Wilson Martell-Lebron was arrested last Thursday outside of here by ICE agents, even before his trial was over.
Where are you taking him?
New video obtained from defense attorney Murat Erkan showing the aftermath of his client Wilson Martell-Lebron after ICE agents took him away last Thursday. Erkan says LeBron was leaving court for day one of his jury trial, where he faced charges for providing false information on his license application. Judge Mark Summerville called an emergency hearing at Boston Municipal Court last Friday, where 2 state troopers were cross-examined. That continued Monday with an assistant district attorney for Suffolk County taking the stand about what information he knew prior to ICE agents apprehending LeBron in the middle of the trial. More prosecutors were supposed to be cross-examined, but Judge Summerville cut that short.
It's a case of violating the defendant's right to be present at trial and confront witnesses against him. Couldn't be more serious.
Ultimately dismissing the case because of prosecutorial misconduct, pointing out that he doesn't believe the assistant district attorneys took part in the removal of LeBron. He says 2 state troopers and ICE agent Brian Sullivan were to blame, finding Sullivan in contempt of court.
Any accusation that we participated in any misconduct or any operation to remove the defendant is false and reckless.
We as citizens should be fearful when the government works together to deprive individuals of those rights.
State police sent us a statement after today's hearing that reads in part, quote, as in any situation where a member becomes aware of federal immigration enforcement, the troopers responded appropriately by neither assisting nor obstructing the federal action. Meanwhile, the next step is for the Suffolk County DA's office to investigate that contempt of court decision. We've also learned that the Suffolk County DA's office is going to have a press conference tomorrow afternoon about the ICE detention. For now, live in Boston, I'm April Baker for your local station, Boston 25 News.
So you have her challenging Tom Homan, and now ICE is like, I can't necessarily say that one thing is definitely linked to the other, but come on. So she's challenging him, and now it's like, okay, so you wanna see who's really on top here? You know what I'm saying? And so one thing about Mayor Wu is she frequently and erroneously claims that Boston is the safest major city in the United States. Now, for all my Boston people, I looked it up. Boston does appear to be very safe, okay? So kudos to y'all, congratulations. But is it the safest? You know what I mean? No, it's not. At least not on any list that I could find. In fact, I found an article that really called Mayor Wu out on that and says she's taking advantage of the fact that it's kind of hard to quantify what the safest city is. So she can just throw that out there. And of course, how can anybody challenge her? Because she's just making it up. You know what I mean?
And you defended yourself well. What do you say to the people who, in your constituency, who might feel like, hey, why are we doing this? What's the big deal with this sanctuary city thing? If people are illegally in the country, shouldn't we arrest them and get rid of them? What is the big deal?
Yeah, we are, again, we're the safest city because we're safe for everyone. In a community where over a quarter of your residents were born in another country, if people are afraid to drop their kids off at school or call 911 when they need help or share information when they actually have information to report about a crime that happened, that makes everyone less safe, whether or not you are an immigrant, whether or not you're here in this country 6 generations or just arrived. So we're really focused on being that home for everyone, and it's worked. And so all of the buzz around whether these kinds of cities that are more welcoming for immigrants are more dangerous, it's about a false narrative that immigrants are somehow more likely to commit crimes or cause harm, and that is just simply not true. We know that in our city, where our immigrant communities are entrepreneurs, are holding up the best hospitals in the country, the universities and jobs that we all rely on. And in order to make sure that we can keep that progress going, everyone has to feel part of it.
And real quick, another plug for a very important course that we're launching soon. How many of y'all out there are either caught up on child support or somebody who is? Child support, child custody. Pretty soon, very, very soon, we're going to be launching a pro se. That means you're going to defend yourself. a pro se course for people who have child support, child custody, or civil protection order cases that you need to defend yourself. Say you don't have money for a lawyer. Say you just want to know how to do it on your own. We're launching a course within the next month to help you out. Go down also into the description, click on the Google form, fill in your information here so that we can notify you when that course is live. So y'all, what do you think? I mean, listen, I think Mayor Wu, with her basically challenging the federal government, I think she's bringing additional scrutiny and additional attention on her city that they otherwise wouldn't have had. And she's actually putting the migrants that she wants to protect, she's putting a spotlight and a magnifying glass on them, and really saying to the federal government, hey, we're not gonna help you. And they're like, okay, well, we'll go in and we'll do it ourselves. So what do y'all think? Let me know in the comment section, of course. But of course, you already know what I'm gonna say. Please stop, hit the share button, share this video out with somebody who you think might want to see it. Put in their email, text message, WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, put them all in. And of course, y'all, if somebody wants to join the paralegal program, you know, somebody who wants that, or who has a child support issue or child custody, send them those links too. You know, get the word out there. Thank y'all for watching. If you're not a subscriber, please do subscribe. And of course, love y'all, and we'll see you back in the next one.
I read a story last night, the police commissioner of Boston. You said you doubled down on not helping the law enforcement officers of ICE.
It seems like ICE is targeting the city of Boston because the city of Boston has dared to stand up to their tactics of bullying and aggression.
Boston doesn't back down.
The White House seizing on Boston Mayor Michelle Wu for her State of the City address. She pledged to defend Boston against the Trump administration. In a press release, the Trump administration called the mayor a radical and cited examples of ICE arrests in Boston. It asks, why is Mayor Wu intent on defying the will of the American people and obstructing the Trump administration's efforts to remove these monsters from our streets?
She says Boston is for everyone. That's kind of her big slogan, but it seems like it's for that includes illegal immigrants who have committed heinous crimes.
This month, the mayor testified at a hearing on sanctuary cities in Washington. Last night, she made a veiled reference to border czar Tom Homan, who promised to bring hell to Boston.
For 395 years, come high water or hell, no matter who threatens to bring it, Boston has stood up for the people we love and the country we built.
Boston police won't hold immigrants to be possibly deported unless there is a criminal warrant. A 2017 Supreme Judicial Court decision says cities don't have the power to hold someone only based on a civil detainer.
I don't think it's a wise move to pick a fight with the federal government who has it already out for you.